Let's talk about supplements, shall we? Supplements seem to be pervasive. They're everywhere. They're all over the place when it comes to, you go on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, there's all different types, right? All different kinds, from organic to non-organic. There are pills, powders, tablets, foams, gel caps. How good are they and do they work? That's the question you need to ask yourself. And just remember, a supplement is just that. It's not a permanent, right? It's a supplement, only for a small moment in time. The greatest supplement there ever was is this thing right here, right there. That's called the Sunplement. And that feeds your body. That stimulates all the endogenous hormones. It's like your own compound pharmacy in your brain, between your ears, is what triggers the cascade of all the hormones and the bioelectric circuitry. It triggers your circadian clocks, your bioelectric rhythms, your hormones, especially for you ladies, right? And I just see so many ads and people are being just led down the wrong path when it comes to supplementation. And that's really what I want to get into today. Because it's not the quantity, it's the quality. And it's not even the supplement itself as it is the type of food, the liquid, the exercise, the environment, the exposure that you get your body into. If you're indoors all the time under LED lights, fluorescent lights, right? If you're in an office, that stuff wreaks havoc on your body, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and energetically. That's right, it does. Why does it do that? If you look back 100 years ago and you think about like the indigenous people, Aboriginals, Native Americans, the Hunza tribe, depending on where these collectives, these cultures existed around the globe, they seem to be always moving and on the go. And I've done a lot of research on this, but I'm also just sharing with you my intuition, right, on how all this works. It's really quite simple, and we just fucking complicate the shit out of stuff, don't we? And I just want to simplify it for myself and for you. Because it really doesn't take a lot to turn things around, like getting sunlight. I'm here in Florida, so I'm close to the equator, closer to the equator than say someone in Chicago, right? 28th latitude. So getting AM sunlight in your eyes with no SPF, no sunglasses, because you want full spectrum light, UVA, UVB, right? Near infrared, far infrared, light spectrum in your eyes, which triggers the hormones in your body, okay? It helps regulate a ton of metabolic functions and systems, okay? I'm just trying to keep this simple for now. I'll throw in graphs and pictures and cool stuff like that, but, when you've got that going on, less is more. Your body can actually do more. Like if you are in an area where you don't have sunlight, okay, and you're taking all this vitamin D, D3, K2 supplementation, that tells your body it doesn't need to manufacture it or synthesize it or methylate or sulfate what your body can make, okay? Hopefully I'm saying this okay. I may have to correct myself. And the more that you can be outdoors, or even if you get the right fats, solvents like oils, and the correct foods into your body, the easier it is for your body to convert these things to utilize for minerals, for vitamins, for amino acids, for proteins, for hormones, for energy, right? But what happens is I see so many people taking a ton of supplements, and the body doesn't know what to do with all that, right? Depending on if they're water soluble or fat soluble, right? There's a couple of companies that I use myself that I recommend when I'm not in an area or able to get the right foods or liquids that provide those nutrients for my body. And the other thing that's really important is being able to utilize your own intuition and feeling. Like usually if you go into a store, to a farmer's market, and you're around a certain food, if you hold it, right, your body, if you tune in, your body will tell you whether it wants it or not. It's like your own internal measuring system, like a pendulum or a dowsing rod, okay? Not to get too woo-woo about it, but that's the way it works. And less is more. In America, 1 is too many, and 100 is never enough. And we compound that effect, right? And there's hundreds and thousands of different supplements and all these marketing campaigns, and they make all these promises, and they tell you it'll do this and help that. It's got this many of this and that many of that thing. And you're like, what the fuck do I do? Right? So the point I'm making with all of this is step back. Take an inventory of what you have and why are you using it. What are the what are the things you think are missing, right, in your life? The way maybe your mood, your lack of sleep, your metabolism is off, you have brain fog, right? And look at your lifestyle. Look at the foods you eat. Are you someone that eats out a lot? Do you eat shitty food? Do you eat processed, cooked, irradiated, microwave, dead food? I'm not saying all cooked food is bad, but think about it. If you're getting meats or certain vegetables and you're using seed oils, which, don't have the right nutrients in them, and they cause oxidation, and they wreak more havoc on your body. So it's a cautionary process. I'm going to put up a link of just things to be on the lookout for, and usually just to step back, take inventory of what you have in your house, like whether you have supplements. Look in your fridge, the condiments you use, even the cleaning supplies that you have. All of those things have an effect on how you think and feel and act. Okay, from everything from shitty laundry detergent, all that processed stuff, that's petroleum chemicals. Those are what are called VOCs, volatile organic compounds. I did a video on that. I believe I posted it on my YouTube. But anyway, keeping it simple, these are some things that really need to be considered. And when you take a step back and you take an inventory and you take a solid look at what you've got, then you can mitigate your next step, your next action. But if you're constantly just, throwing in more and more stuff all the time to the mix, you're never really going to know what's working and what isn't, because it's all psychological, right? It's like a placebo effect, even for testosterone and hormones, and for men that have low testosterone, and sexuality and sensuality, and what helps a man later on in life, or a woman, and all of these things, they all have to do with your emotions, your energy, the lack thereof of exercise, exposure to the sunlight. I can't recommend that enough. That's super important. And community, being around other people that lift you up, that inspire you, right? Those are the things that really shift your hormones, your mood, your energy, your dopamine, your serotonin, your beta endorphins. Those are all the feel-good hormones, right? And even the odors and the smells, like if you use essential oils, you don't want that synthetic stuff that you buy at the market. You don't want that. That throws off your whole olfactory bulb, your sense of smell, your sense of taste. Again, it affects your hormones and your metabolism. So you can see this sort of cascade effect that all of these things have, right? On how you feel and what you crave. And it even has to do with the type of people you bring into your life. There's a certain oscillation and frequency that's associated with that, okay? Think of it this way. If you're someone that eats relatively healthy, okay, and you walk into, say, one of those commercial stores, into the makeup or the perfume department, I don't know about you, but I want to vomit. And if you look at the people that are using these products, they vibrate at a certain frequency where they resonate with those products. It's all a frequency match. When you get into things that are organic, that are natural, that are primordial, that don't have any solvents, any petrochemicals, any synthetics in it, that's a whole different ballgame altogether. So just some things to consider. I'll have more to share with you. If you have any questions at all or any thoughts, drop them below, share them, and I'll do my best to respond and answer to you as quickly as I can. Until the next video, have an awesome day. Take care of yourself.